And our first question comes from Betty Lou 125, who sent us this tweet. I've been experiencing hearing loss, but I'm afraid of wearing bulky hearing aids. Are there smaller options?
You see some real big devices in the past that people had to wear behind their ear, actually carry them on their belt buckle, that kind of thing. But there's a new
lot of people do still wear those. There's a new device, the Esteem hearing implant.
Right, and this is an implantable device, so if you compare this to what we're seeing there, it involves an incision in back of the ear. This flap is raised up. This is implanted in the back of the head. It sits in the subcutaneous area, and actually these probes are inserted into the middle ear space in this part of the ear, and what happens, you're actually helping your own ear hear better instead of just amplifying sound. So there's a big difference. It's a big innovation.
Big bump in technology.
It really is.
And you don't see it because a lot of people feel like they have a stigma with hearing aids, or they just don't like the way they look.
People don't like wearing hearing aids. You don't see anything.
We have Dr. Jack Shohet here, just one of 3 specialists who participated in the trials for the Esteem implant, which just recently received FDA approval. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So Drew gave us a little background on how this works, but I believe we even have an animation. If you could walk us through how the device is put to use.
Okay, so we see the battery that's been implanted behind the ear. You can see the sound is entering the ear canal as sound normally would enter the ear canal. It hits the eardrum and vibrates the hearing bones behind the eardrum. There's a portion of this device that senses the motion of the eardrum and the hearing bones. It's processed, and then the sound is delivered directly to the inner ear through one of the hearing bones. You get a lot crisper sound. My patients experienced an 84% improvement in their word recognition scores at 50 decibels of hearing, which is a very, very soft conversational level than they did with their best hearing aid.
Who is a good candidate for this?
10% of the U.S. population has a significant hearing loss. We estimate probably 70 to 90% of patients could ultimately be a candidate for this type of hearing instrument.
Well, we actually have Andrea and Brent, a brother and a sister, both suffered from hearing loss. They got the Esteem implant. And so, Andrea, I'm going to start with you. How long have you had the implant?
I received it in 2005, September, and Dr. Shohet performed my surgery. And so, yes, I was lucky enough to become a part of the clinical trial.
And how has it been going?
It's been going great. It's been incredible. Like I said, my brother and I both have hearing loss. It's genetic. We've got a sensorineural form of hearing loss that runs in our family. And we've always been researching cutting-edge technology, something as an alternative to a hearing aid. And so we thought this just sounded like a miracle.
So Brent, you've got this as well, right?
I do.
And so compare and contrast the old bulky hearing aids with really something that's implanted and not visible.
And there really is no comparison. A hearing aid is just that. It's an aid. It amplifies. It's a distorted amplifier. And the Esteem device is a cochlear stimulator. It takes the anatomy of the middle ear and it restores it back to its functionality. So it's really fascinating. It's a life changer. Miracle.
Would you be willing to show everyone
Absolutely.
the scar area?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get a close-up here.
Yeah.
So I can guarantee you there's absolutely nobody would have any idea that you have an implant to help you hear.
And how has it changed your life? Are you able to do more sports and things like that?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
much more active. I've got 2 small children, and something I was really afraid of is not being able to hear them when they wake in the night, being able to hear a fire alarm.
Yeah.
So that's really important to me. It's improved my quality of life to what I remember it being before I experienced my hearing loss. It's like a normal ear.
That's great.
Well, thanks to all 3 of you. We appreciate you being on the show.